Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Chief Don Bryant here, the Emergency Management Director. Chief, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good today. It's been a busy day, but I'm doing good.
Very good. Now, Chief, we want to kind of talk about, we want to give the people out there of Dublin, Lawrence County some information about with Hurricane Irma and what we as citizens should expect and the things that you all are working on.
Well, one of the things that I'd like to get across to everybody that this is a very strong and powerful storm. It's still a few days out, so it can change. So don't get one track of that storm fixed in your mind. There's an error cone, and we want you to concentrate on that error cone, which means the track of it can actually change from one advisory to the next advisory. So be patient, be calm, and just stay alert to the changing weather. Watch your news media. Keep a good handle on the track of the storm, and if it starts changing to affect you in a different way, be ready to and prepared to have your plan in place so you'll know what to do. And that's the best advice I think I could give anyone.
Very good. And you know, Chief, there's a lot of people that are evacuating. I mean, you hear that a lot, people coming in from Miami up and all different places near the coast. And so you tell us what we should expect concerning evacuees coming into Dublin, Lawrence County.
Yes, ma'am. We are a receiving county. That means we have people from the coast that come into our county seeking shelter, getting out of the path of the storm. And this is no different than any other of the storms that's out in the Atlantic. We start monitoring them real early, and as the storm gets closer, then depending on what path is forecasted for it, then we have to start preparing to shelter people that might be in the storm's track. And we have been doing that this week. We've been monitoring the storm very closely. Today, we had a meeting with all of our emergency support function partners. We're getting our heads together, going down our checklist, trying to make sure that we're ready, we're prepared to make this as safe and as convenient as possible transition through this storm. So we're going to have a lot of people probably coming into our county in the next few days. Traffic is going to be congested. We're going to have a little higher population than normal.
Yes,
so we need to kind of be patient for that. If we can stay away from the main traffic arteries where the evacuees will be coming in, that'll make it a little easier for them to get around. But the main thing is just be courteous, be patient. This will take place, and as Dublin has always done in the past, they are very hospitable. They take people in, they share their homes, they share their community, and they share their love with them, which makes it a good experience for us to be able to go through.
Yes, sir, it really does. And you know, there's certainly different schools that are taking place to help as far as with the evacuees for housing them if necessary as well.
Yes, our main shelters, of course, we partner with the American Red Cross.
Yes, sir.
Our school systems, we will have shelters in both the city and county school system. Their personnel, they are going to actually help us prepare food. They're going to furnish people to help in the shelters. We have our emergency response personnel, the law enforcement, police department, sheriff's department, our public health, our Department of Family and Children Services. These people have been trained in the sheltering operation. They've been trained in the security and in the increased traffic. So we're all coming together. We're putting our heads together. We're putting our plans on the table. We're looking at anything that we might need to do to change for this particular storm based on what has happened in the past. And we think we're pretty well prepared. Now, will we have some wrinkles? Yes, we will.
Right.
And I know the people in Dublin are always willing to just reach out and help out whenever they can. And people have donated goods to help these shelters run smoothly. And I know that's going to happen in the future, but till the storm actually gets a little bit closer to us, we don't know what those needs might be. And we will try to keep our people informed as time goes along as to how many people we really need to shelter or what kind of resources we might need from our community.
Very good. Now, we've been hearing, too, I got an email from Lawrence Baptist Association, and they kind of gave us a little bit of a list. I'm going to go over that list with them, if that's okay, Chief.
Sure, and I'd like to say the Lawrence Baptist Association has worked closely with us. They did in Matthew, and they were just a resource that was very valuable to us in the sheltering process.
Very good. Now, people, there are a lot of you that want to be able to help out. Just watching the Facebook and just seeing how people are opening up their land to people who have RVs or campers and that are pet-friendly areas for them as well. The Lawrence Baptist Association, if you want to be able to take part in helping, they need diapers, all sizes, as well as adults, bottled water. They've been running out of bottled water in a lot of places as well. Any kinds of snacks, they like that in large varieties, as well as drinks and toothbrushes, toothpaste, just your basic necessities of soap and shampoo and conditioner, all hygiene products, baby wipes, bottles, formula, towels, and blankets. We'll put this list up as well at the end, washcloths and saltine crackers, toys for the children, because you've got to think about when an event like this happens, Chief, how traumatic that can be for younger kids as well, would you say?
It's got to be a very different experience for them because they're in a strange place. They have a lot of people around them, and depending on the weather, they may not be able to get out. They're not going to have a lot of room to play. So if we can kind of have some things to take their attention, give them something to do, it's very helpful.
Very helpful. And and like you said, it has worked very well in the past. And so we appreciate the citizens of Dublin, Florence County, how you reach out and you help those that are in need. You may not necessarily know them, but we appreciate you for helping those in need. And tell us about some safety concerns too as well, sir.
Well, one of the things is as I said to start with, be patient. Try to be aware of the additional traffic and people that we're going to have in our area. If the storm does come closer to us, expect the possibility of having power outages. Go ahead and have your plan in place. Get your non-perishable food items, water to drink. Go ahead and stock up on that. And hopefully it will not happen here, but if it does and the storm does affect us, we will be ready to shelter in place and take care of ourselves. But have your medications, get your tanks filled up with gas, just be prepared and be ready.
And be ready. Thank you so much, Chief. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have an emergency, you have an emergency contact number for them, Chief, to call?
Yeah, basically call our office, Lawrence County Emergency Management. The number is 478-277-2911, and we've had a multitude of people calling and volunteering spaces for people to park their motor homes and things of that nature, and we're just expecting another outpouring of our community as it's been in the past.
Very good, and we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll kind of give you updates as time goes along. Chief, we know you're having a lot of meeting with different partnerships that you have to make sure that every system is in place.
Yes, ma'am, and we'll be doing that throughout tomorrow, and we'll continue monitoring the storm. We'll get updates about every 3 hours on it, and each update usually has a little bit different path, so we're going to be watching those and making our plans adjust to that different advisory as it comes out.
Very good. Thank you, Chief. We appreciate you. We appreciate all the work that you all do to help keep us safe, how you always help keep us safe. And now for a situation like this, we thank you for all that you do.
Thank you. Our community is great. It makes our job easy.
Thank you. This is Chief Bryant, ladies and gentlemen.